Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an SU-14-1. It's a Tier 7 Soviet SPG. It's located on the south spawn of mines, and this one is under the command of UKSkaface. Now this is one of the Artys that was going to be removed, or may actually be removed from the tech tree and placed in the collector's vehicles section of the in-store shop. Or in-game shop I should say. And it's rather a pity that they're doing that, because this is an important Arty, and the reason it is because it is actually the ancestor of the SU-14-2. Now the SU-14-2 is basically an SU-14-1, or rather an SU-14 that's been modified. And this Arty comes from the T-35 heavy tank, which was a pre-war tank built by the Soviets, but well, it was an absolutely dreadful tank, so it was a good job they did modify it and turn it into an Arty, because it was absolutely hopeless as a real vehicle. But there is actually a T-35 in use at this moment, or rather it's been renovated. There is one in Russia at least, but it was a dreadful tank, absolutely dreadful. In fact, actually David Fletcher of the Tank Museum has actually explained that its dimensions were wrong. It was too long and too wide to be a tank, and as a consequence it had dreadful time trying to maneuver, simply because the dimensions were wrong. It caused all sorts of problems while it was actually in motion. Well, he's trying a shot on an IS. He missed the shot on that 432, but he's going to have a go at the IS as soon as he's loaded. Rounds out. Oh, this time round he got a hit for 434 hit points. Now he's using the B4 howitzer, which is the 203mm gun, 1050 alpha, penetrating 52mm of armour, and it's got a burst radius of 10.9 meters. And that's the same gun that you will find on the SU-14-2. Okay, none of our teammates managed to make it into the castle grounds, and UKSkaface is rather wisely changing position just in case he was spotted. There is one Arty on the enemy team, so GW Panther, so you can easily reach this far. And I just saw a shot disappear as it went into that bush, which tends to make me think that the E-75 or the T-26E5 Patriot is actually in that position. He's dialing in on the Leopard prototype. This is a tier 9 game with tier 7 tanks in it. He fires a round in and beautiful, gets a lovely big hit into the side. 533 hit points. Every tank that he hits, which is the higher tier, is going to earn him extra credits and extra XP. Now it does have a rather long reload time. It's over 30 seconds long. In fact, I think it's closer to 36 seconds long. The mods aren't showing the exact value at the moment, but no, it's around about that value. And that Tiger managed to make it down actually without dying, but he won't survive very long, because well, he's come down to a spot where there's our teammates nearby and they've taken him down. Not a very wise move for a tier 7 heavy tank. I have to guess that he probably overbalanced and went off when he didn't want to. Fell off the edge of the cliff. Well, there's the E-75TS, and this replay is from just after Christmas. The holiday ops was underway, and well, a lot of people were playing the E-75TS and the like, and that round landed quite a long way behind him, but it still damaged him. Still picked up an extra 120 hit points. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to get a shot on that Patriot because he is hiding and hugging that rock. Still focusing on that area. There is a T-25-2 in the castle grounds that he could fire at instead. And he's noticed it. I did as well. I was thinking that's a very good target. Unfortunately, it's now disappeared from sight, but I suspect he's probably right at the edge there somewhere, and the object 432 comes into sight. And now he's pulled back behind the rock, so he'll probably disappear again now. Runs out. Well, it landed just the other side of the rock. And now we've got an EBR-90 in sight. Okay, he's gone back over to the island. E75TS, next target. He's hiding in that corner. It won't be a very good time for him if he does, because he's got no protection of a rock this time. And so long as he's pinned there by the UKSkaface, well, he's going to have to take the shell. The Patriot's trying to defend as well, but... Okay, we can't see him, but he's there. Is UKSkaface going to take the shot? Go on, take the shot. You know you want to. No, he's going over the Patriot instead. And all he does is stun the Patriot because the shell hit the rock base the other side. Well, the Patriot's now lost his stun. He's going for the UDES. And we're just going to have to sit here and watch. In fact, the actual reload time has actually come up. It's 44.89 seconds. It's a very long one. He's not using premium consumables, but the UDES takes down the Patriot. If he'd used premium consumables, I think he'd probably have lost an extra 4 seconds off that reload time. At least, I would think. If you use the innovative ramming system or loading system as well, he might lose another 4 seconds. It's a very long reload time. With a BIA crew, you can get it down, I believe, to about 34 seconds. He fires one in, gets some hit points of damage, and he actually did track the E75, but the E75 got rid of his stun quickly, and unfortunately wasn't any use because the Lorraine took him down. Yeah, the 4-shot autoloader with a 100mm gun that penetrates very, very nicely. But unfortunately, that little Scorpion just took out an AMX-30. Mind you, he was on his side, you could see there. So I suppose it was an easy job for the Scorpion, but that Scorpion is getting rather close. UKSkaface is almost loaded. And the ISU-152 is being reminded that that Scorpion's in the vicinity. And there's the enemy Arty. He's been spotted. Saw the tracer coming out from this bush. And I don't think he realises. Or does he? Yes, he does realise. And he's gone. But there is that Scorpion nearby. The ISU-152 is moving to a defensive position. He should be able to spot that Scorpion. He's definitely there. He may have moved behind some of the houses. No, there he is. He's been spotted. He is behind a house. Unfortunately, UKSkaface hasn't got a shot because, well, he's just too far to the east and those rocks are in the way. But all he needs to do is move a little way over and he should be able to get a shot on target. There's no Arty, so he doesn't want to worry about counter battery. He's dialing in on the Scorpion's position. Scorpion's about to get a nasty little shock. The kill shot goes to the SU-14-1. But he did pick up some hit points before the Scorpion was wiped out. In fact, he did 142 hit points of damage and got 1 hit point of stun assist when the Scorpion was killed by the SU-14-1. So the SU-14-1 is probably a little annoyed, to say the least, that he was robbed of all those hit points, but at least he got the kill. Now there's still that Object 432 in the centre. There's a T-28 prototype and a Jagdpanther somewhere. Okay, he's loaded. We don't know if the 432 is there. He's got 8 rounds left. The Lorraine's moving up to have a look. Oh, he is there. He is there. Switches his aim back to the 432. Lining him up. If he can stun him, the Lorraine can go in and do the necessary. And that 432, I think he's going to go down the side of the cliff into the water. UDES is moving up as well. The ISU-152 doesn't need to stick around the cap anymore. He can move up there as well. Here they go, rounds out, and oh no, that was unfortunate. The shell hit the rock face next to the UDES and damaged him instead. Well, didn't damage him, but did accidentally stun his own teammate there. He might end up losing a high caliber if he did actually earn it. But there's two enemies in sight now, the T-28 prototype and the Jagdpanther, and the last two enemies on the enemy team. Just waiting for the reload to go in. I think the teammates are waiting for him to do that. It does help if you actually signal your reload time using your F8 key. That will go into chat and then obviously everyone will know. There you go. He's actually done that. He's ready to fire. The Jagdpanther's moved and he's going to go down momentarily. He's gone over to the island, but the ISU-152 is headed up that way. So it's just that T-28 prototype. There he is. Line him up. Rounds out. Direct hit. 338. Stuns him. He's not curing his stun, so I don't think he can. I suspect that he's lost his ability to... His first aid kit must be on cooldown, and he's just taken some more damage, and there you go. The UDES gets killed, but he does get the kill on the, or rather the Lorraine 40 ton gets the kill on the T-28 prototype. So it's just the Jagdpanther still to go, and he was last seen down by the rock, a little further to the right. He's probably still there. There he is, yes, he is there, and he's very low on hit points. Oh, and before UKSkaface can fire in around and splash kill him, the ISU-152 does the honours. So that game is over. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see how he got on. Well, it was an ace tanker for UKSkaface in the SU-14-1. And in fact, it's not just an ace tanker, but it's the first ace tanker he's had in this vehicle. He also managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 12 in that one. And he also got a Confederate medal for doing more, hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. But he didn't get a single kill. He got a win rate of 3-2-4-6. So let's have a look at team scores. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. No, not by a long chalk. He only managed to get 2,545 hit points of damage. But he was actually beaten by the Lorraine 40 ton, who was being very efficient. He picked up the high caliber for 3,494 hit points of damage. And he was using his clips in the right way to actually take down an enemy before he could do any more damage in return. The next high scorer was the EBR-90, who was up on top of the hill. He got 3,116, and then the UDES-16 managed to get 2,948 hit points. When it came to kills, it was the Lorraine 40 ton and the ISU-152 got 4 kills apiece, and then the UDES managed to get 3, and of course UKSkaface got no kills at all. And when it came to base XP, it was UKSkaface. He did the most, 1,203 base experience points, 1,045 to the ISU-152, and 1,030 to the Lorraine 40 ton. These are the only tanks who managed to get over 1,000 hit points in damage. Let's 1,000 XP in, overall. Let's have a look at the detail report. 10 shots fired, 2 direct hits, no penetrations, 14 splash, damage of 2,545 hit points, of which 2,403 were at more than 300 meters. So there was some fairly close stuff, and that was the Scorpion. He damaged 6 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he did get 1,997 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns. On a premium count, he actually earned 63,401 credits, got 31,700 from personal reserves, and 25,994 from holiday ops, so his total was 121,095 credits. And after ammunition resupply, took away 101,995 credits. He received 1 bond for getting the Confederate, and 1,804 XP times 5 for the first victory on this occasion. 3,610 for holiday ops, took away 12,632 experience points altogether. So a particularly good battle there for UKSkaface. I remember my first ace tanker in the SU-14-1 was in an assault battle. It was only 10 minutes long, but I made the best of it, and I was pumping out as many shells as I could with the BR2 howitzer, the 152mm gun, and I think, well, I hit so many enemies I couldn't believe it, and at the end of the battle I was very pleased to see an Ace Tanker. Yes, it was quite a surprise for a 10-minute assault battle to get an Ace Tanker out of it, but yes, it was very, very welcome. So, if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be one of your replays that I'll be featuring in the next video.